Jazz music was born in New Orleans. This vibrant city at the turn of the 20th century was a melting pot of cultures. African rhythms met European harmonies in the streets. Out of this cultural fusion, a new sound emerged. Early jazz was all about improvisation. Musicians would feed off each other's energy. They would experiment with melodies and rhythms. Legends like Louis Armstrong and Jelly Roll Morton rose from this scene. Armstrong with his trumpet became a global icon of jazz. Morton, a pianist and composer, helped to define the early jazz sound. This new music was exciting and full of life. It was impossible to ignore. Jazz quickly became the soundtrack of New Orleans. It spilled out of bars and dance halls. It filled the streets with its infectious energy. Jazz was more than just music. It was a reflection of the city itself, diverse, vibrant, and full of soul. As the 1920s roared, jazz began to travel. It migrated north with musicians seeking fame and fortune. Chicago became the new hub for jazz. The city embraced the music's energy. Musicians like Louis Armstrong found a new home in Chicago. Jazz continued to evolve. It developed a faster tempo and a smoother sound. This new style became known as Chicago jazz. The music was perfect for dancing. It captured the carefree spirit of the Roaring Twenties. By the 1930s, jazz had swept across America. This was the era of big bands and swing dancing. Benny Goodman, Duke Ellington, and Count Basie became household names. Swing jazz was everywhere. It was on the radio, it was in movies. It was impossible to escape and no one wanted to. After World War II, jazz took another turn. A new generation of musicians emerged. They were looking for something different. They wanted to break free from the conventions of swing. This desire for change led to the birth of bebop. Bebop was fast, complex, and improvisational. It challenged audiences. It pushed the boundaries of what jazz could be. Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, and Thelonious Monk were at the forefront of this revolution. They were innovators who transformed jazz. But jazz's evolution didn't stop there. Cool jazz emerged as a reaction to bebop's intensity. Miles Davis with his melodic trumpet playing became an icon of cool. Then came hard bop, a return to the bluesy roots of jazz. Art Blakey and Horace Silver were leading figures in this movement, and then came free jazz, pushing the boundaries even further. Ornette Coleman and John Coltrane explored new sonic landscapes. They abandoned traditional structures and embraced improvisation. Jazz has never stopped evolving. Today, it is a global genre. It draws inspiration from countless sources. Modern jazz musicians blend jazz traditions with elements of funk, rock, and world music. Herbie Hancock, a true innovator, has seamlessly blended jazz with electronic music. A new generation of artists carries the torch. Kamasi Washington, with his sprawling and spiritual jazz, has captivated audiences worldwide. Esperanza Spalding, a virtuoso bassist and vocalist, pushes the boundaries of jazz with her unique style and improvisational skills. Jazz is a living, breathing art form. It is constantly evolving. It embraces change while honoring its past. Jazz reminds us that music is a language that transcends borders. It is a testament to the power of creativity and the enduring legacy of improvisation. Jazz is a freedom sound, and its story continues to unfold.